The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there. The question is, what can the government do to help you offset the war and its costs? The answers will not only be all different, of course. Chances are no one's going to end up satisfied or even grateful. And yet, that is the dilemma the government currently faces, as indeed do most governments around the world. Now, the moment something untoward happens, our first port of call, rightly or wrongly, is always the government. Epic fury is not the government's fault. It is not of their making. It is just life in an increasingly unsettled and unpredictable world. Depending also on your political leaning, depends on just what sort of role the government should have in your life. It's made worse for our government because it's election year. Their great fear will be, one, this thing isn't over soon, and two, therefore, the fallout will simply keep getting worse and worse. Outside of petrol, we actually haven't seen any real impact yet because most have already forgotten this thing is only 3 weeks old, and even though they said it could be 6, we're already over it, aren't we? But in some way, shape or form, we will be short of something eventually. Sooner or later, something won't turn up on a shelf. Now, the trick for the government is when to pull the trigger. Well, the answer, of course, is today. And what sort of trigger is it they're pulling? See, once you start, your first trap is the out. Getting in is always easier than getting out. Turning the tap on is easier than turning it off. What's the end? What's it look like? What has to literally happen? You rarely win on those sort of decisions. Given we don't know what happens next in a conflict that we have literally no control over, what are the parameters of the help? How targeted can it be? How much should a government help? And who should they help? If it's petrol, why not food? Why not your mortgage? I mean, they're all directly related and will all potentially move because of the war. Best scenario is, of course, this thing gets wrapped up. It's a blip. We can all get on with life. I think we saw a little bit of hope around that overnight. But from the starting point of having less than no money, lest we forget, in a world where debt is getting more and more expensive and nothing you do will be enough, you wouldn't wish that particular headache on your worst enemy, would you?
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.